The play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Herbert throwing again. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive end setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here?
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Herbert on first down now. He'll get this to Eckler.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 42 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Stepping up,
He's going to keep it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down, Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 15 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield. field here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
39-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7.
Second and 7 from the 20. Now Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. On first down, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half score to get. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now Herbert following the turnover. On the screen, this is Eckler. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Derwin James.
Nice play, man.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Madubuike able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Herbert throwing again. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Herbert Herbert on first down now. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Open man is Duvernay.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
35 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Ravens 24.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd and 1.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert.
The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
23-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. To the air again, Herbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.